Hey everyone, my name is Echo, and one of the add-ons I'm interested in is the Wings add-on, created by My North. The add-on is priced at 990 Minecraft coins. That's £4.99. This add-on is $6. The community so far gave this a 4.4 star out of 5, with 40 ratings so far. 75% have been a 5-star. So the creators of this add-on have outlined 150 plus custom wings. Now, I'm curious if they're individual differences or it's just going to be a different variation of the same wing. There's also a custom particles and a bunch more on offer. The file size for this add-on shows in at 2 megabytes. I am not here to discredit any of the Minecraft marketplace partners, because what I'm about to talk about in terms of this add-on's limitations, it's not their fault. This is a Minecraft marketplace limitation, and it's something that Mojang and Minecraft need to change in the future. So as you guys know, we have the Elytra. It's one of the most enjoyable ways to travel in Minecraft. Also, for those of you asking about my Minecraft experience cape, a buddy of mine went to the event, had a spare code, gave it to me, and I'm forever grateful. It's really awesome. But as I said, traveling in Minecraft via the Elytra is one of those enjoyable features in Minecraft. And as you can see here, you literally fly kind of like as you would expect. I kind of call it the Superman effect. When it comes to this add-on, because they have limitations, you don't necessarily get the same experience. If I was to grab this and put these on, don't get me wrong, they look incredible. As a Minecraft player that really enjoys custom wings, this is something I would fully enjoy. But when it comes to flying, you feel like you're running rather than actually flying. And it's such a shame, because I think the community would really enjoy this if we had the same style of flying as we do with the Elytra. So take that into consideration. It's not their fault. I imagine if they could change it like this, the way we're flying, they definitely would. With that being said, let's get into this. So once you do have this add-on installed in a new or pre-existing world, you'll be given the Wings guidebook. This has to be placed on the ground. Now, this is the introduction. If you want to make yourself another book, at the bottom, you're going to need a plank, leather, and it's going to create the book. It does say, choose from 5 different types of wings, each with multiple different colors and designs. So on the introduction, I told you guys the creators have said there's 150 plus. I can confirm it's not 150 plus different ones. There's like 5 different sets, but they can all be changed in color, which is how it amounts to that kind of number. If we go to the next page, we have the Angel Wings, Cyborg Wings, Dragon Wings, Exotic Wings, and the Fairy Wings. So, one more time, next page, they can all be dyed into different color. You could use this for factions. You could use this just for general color preference. We also have the crafting wings designs. Now, this is going to cycle through a couple of pages. So basically, there are 4 different types. The recipe is pretty much the exact same for all of these as we cycle through here. The only thing that's going to change is the item at the bottom. So this one is going to be a spider eye. This one's going to be a phantom membrane. This is going to be quartz. And the last one, I think, is blaze powder. And you can see all of the designs right here. So you start off with a base and then you're able to change it. So we'll go ahead and grab all of these, open up this, open up the craftable, and you should see it here. This is what it looks like if it is on an armor stand. So if you put this on, go ahead and space to go up. And if you are falling down, basically you end up with slow falling too. It's just such a big shame, because the concept is absolutely brilliant. It's one of those add-ons that I think players would just have, just because it's visually pleasing. But this is the first one. It does actually take up your inventory slot in terms of chest plates. So we'll go ahead and make the rest of these. This one here was probably my favorite. I was hoping to fully customize this, because this one makes the exotic wings. And if we put this on, how cool is this? This is awesome. I was hoping that we could fly, like, again, like your regular Elytra wings. And I thought people would really enjoy this. I feel like some kind of alien, and it's kind of burst out the back of me. But they did a really good job with this. Sometimes going down can be a little bit of a pain. You are constantly moving with this. I think this one might be a sunshine, and this one's going to be weather-based. I did discover one slight issue, so if we go ahead and make the exotic ones, put this on here, it's kind of like, I don't know, like a sunshine effect. I don't know, get like a phoenix design from this. And then if we make the next one here, this is going to be the final one. If we put this on, it's invisible, I think. It's completely invisible. If you put it on side of here, it's invisible. Might actually be a bug with this one, because if I grab this one, that doesn't happen with this one. But these are all classed as like the base designs, and you kind of use this to then customize the next one. Oh, okay, that makes that makes a little bit more sense. That makes a little bit more sense as to why it's a cloud. I mean, I kind of like it, to be fair. It'd be cool if you could change the color of this, because from my understanding, these base ones, they can't actually be altered. It's only the next stage that you're actually able to change it. On the next page, it's going to teach you how to make a whole different set of wings. So in terms of needing the elytra and the material at the bottom, that stays the same. The item in the middle now changes to a dye, and instead of the glow ink, it changes to wings. So this is where you end up with the different variations. So if you like a specific design, awesome, you can select it. So I liked the phantom one, right? Which was these things over here. Unfortunately, though, it's not going to be the exact same, but I liked that design. So I could grab my wings. I like the color red. I like the design before. Open up this, and I'm able to make type 2 red angel wings. But if you type in angel, for example, there are different categories. We have type 1. We have type 2, we have type 3, and we have type 4. Obviously, I'm going to show you as many different ones in today's video. But again, they look really, really cool. And this is why I was a little bit disappointed that this is the direction that Minecraft have allowed the partners to make players fly. I literally feel like I'm in /game mode C, because there's absolutely no difference. As you can see here, I'm actually flying in creative here. It's just things like that Minecraft need to get rid of these limitations. It's the same for the weapons. We've seen it throughout the year that people are off-put by buying specific weapons and tools just because they are limited to not being able to use the vanilla mechanics, from my understanding. So you can have this as red, green, blue, pink, you name it. So on this occasion, we've gone for the spider eye, which is the one I showed you at the start. We are going to need the elytra and then any type of dye. This one looked really cool. Again, it's still going to be angel themed, but obviously the wings have slightly changed here. I like them, but again, this is the only thing we're able to do. I feel, again, more like an angel than anything else. I feel like I'm hovering. I'll just place them all back down on the armor stand. So this is the blue angel. This is orange angel. This is type 2 blue angel, which is the first one I showed you. Then we have type 3, and the wings start to get bigger. And then we have type 4, and these are definitely on a much larger scale. So we'll pick these all back up. What we'll do is we'll put them on. The recipes for each type are practically going to be the same. Here is the first one, which is going to be type 4 here. I really like this. I think green would probably stand out a lot more with my kind of skin, though. And I also really like the magenta one. And then we have yellow angel. Then we have blue angel. Then we have orange angel. And then we have blue angel, which is the type 1. I think when I'm flying and I see it inside of here, it does look pretty cool. It's just, man, the limitations are really off-putting. This is going to be the difference between people purchasing it and not. And once again, it's no fault of the creators of this add-on. Because they are limited, they can only do what they're able to do. But there's so many different options. So if we go... Oh, wait. Oh, I've still got the blue ones on. You forget about it. Trying to get down sometimes can be a little bit of a pain as well. Let's put this back on here. If you just head inside of here and you type in angel like I mentioned, you can see every single option. These are going to be the cyborg types. And I think out of everything we checked out today, this one right here is probably my favorite. They look so cool. This is going to be number 2. So we have type 1, type 2, type 3 here. And then we go into type 4. And you generally do feel like you're hovering with this type. So we'll do type 1 here. Again, they look really cool. We'll change this. Here is the color. This was my favorite one. I think it just stood out really well because it had a lot more pixels to mess around with. That's probably the reason why. Type 3. I'm not a big fan of this one just because the movement isn't as great on that one. Then we have this one, which is the Type 3. I think it's a Type 3 for this one. Type 3. Then we have... Is this Type 3 as well? Yes. And then we have these ones. So you do feel like some kind of hover machine. These look more of a jetpack rather than some kind of wings. Another set available within this is going to be the dragon wings. Now, these start to get much bigger, and I think these are probably the biggest out of everything. And that's why I showed you this on the introduction. Like, could you imagine the Elytra styled movement with something like this on? And like, you look really far away and you could just see your friend flying in with this kind of thing on. I'd be so impressed. So Type 1, much smaller scale here. Type 2, they did mention that each one have like different particles. I have been trying to listen out for different sounds, but I have not noticed any of them, like any kind of flapping sound. But these, wait, where is it? Not this one. I think these ones have to be my favorite in terms of the dragon wings. These are officially called the fairy wings. To me, they kind of felt like more butterfly than anything else. I like the fact that they do have different kind of genres on offer. For me personally, I like the cyborg ones. Some people might like the fairy ones. Some people like the realism based behind dragons, could create some lore. And some people might like the angel ones. So we'll start with level 1 here. They all offer the same abilities, which is slow falling. And then you also have levitation. So that's going to be the same for all of these. This is going to be the... Oh, I kind of like the flutter of this one. Okay, a little bit more intense. And then they do settle down when you land. And then let's try this one. Yeah, this is more like floating kind of vibe with this one. Pink. Then we have the orange fairy wings and the red one. I know a lot of people like my opinions. This add-on is not for me just because of that one limitation within this add-on. But if you don't mind how you travel, then I wouldn't say that this is a bad add-on. It doesn't kind of go off the vanilla experience. They don't give you super overpowered abilities. It's just there to give you different kinds of wings within Minecraft itself. In terms of the recipes, so the only thing that's going to change for the recipes is that if you wanted Angel, it's Feather. If you wanted the Cyborg, it's Iron. If you wanted the Dragon, it's Leather. If you wanted... Which one's this? That's still Dragon. If you wanted the Fairy, it's going to require Petals. So there's not too much of a difference, but you would have to sacrifice your Elytra wings. In terms of comparison, these, I don't think you move anywhere near as fast as you would, but I'm not entirely sure. Do you guys think you move way faster with the Elytra? I think you definitely do, yes. So yeah, too many restrictions for me. Not a bad add-on. I wouldn't be paying $6 for this though, unfortunately.